Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about programming and programming languages. What is programming? Programming is, surprise, surprise, writing or creating computer programs. What is a computer program? It is a set of pre-prepared data processing instructions for computers. What is a programming language then? A programming language is what we use to create programs that computers will understand, meaning the English language is not a programming language because computers don't understand it.
To learn the basics of programming, we're going to be using the C programming language, and I will explain this choice later in this video. To write programs in C, we will use Replit, the web-based programming platform that you see in the video now. To access Replit, just go to www.repl.it. A short disclaimer, I'm not associated with this platform in any way, and I do not insist that you use it, but I do find it useful for educational purposes. Now, to start writing a program, we need to create a new REPL. To do so, click the New REPL button in the top right corner, and you should be able to see a list of programming languages that Replit has to offer. Our choice is C. Once you've selected the language, we need to click the Create REPL button, which will finally take us to the programming environment. Before we move on, let's take a brief look at the interface. Here's the list of files in your project. Currently, we have only one file that Replit created for us. Right next to it is where we will write our code. Currently, there is already some code, and we will look at it more closely in a moment. And further right is the output or console area that will display whatever our program outputs. Last but not the least is the Run button that will work the magic by running our code.
Now I'm going to hide the files panel because we're not going to need it, and I'm also going to space this code out a little to make it more readable. For now, we're going to focus on this line of code and ignore everything else. Take a close look. What do you think it does? Try to guess if you have no idea. Pause the video if you wish. Now let's run the program and see if you're right. What this program does is it prints text "Hello World," and if we look at the code again, we will see that the text our program prints is written here, inside the brackets. You might remember from the previous video that computers process data, or they do something with data. In this example, the text "Hello World" is data, and as you have probably figured, printf does the processing. Specifically, it prints the data or outputs the data. At the beginning of this video, I said I would explain why we're using the C programming language to learn the basics of programming. There are two reasons. First, I consider C to be a good option to learn the basics, and two, the languages we're going to use in subsequent video series such as Java and C# are somewhat similar to C, which will make it easier for us to proceed. Now, in this video, we talked about programming and programming languages. I also showed you a simple program written in the C programming language and an example of data processing instruction written in C. In the next video, we will talk a bit more about data, specifically about types of data. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.